What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. You also know I'm a Weeble preferred influencer. Best promotion they're going to have is in the pinned comment. Like 1,000 people have used my referral link, if not more. All you have to do is open an account. They're going to give you free fractional shares if you deposit a single dollar from your paycheck this week. If you got paid today, you take a single dollar, they're going to give you free stock. I gotta say, it's been a long time in this community, and this is probably the most demoralizing Madden there's been. It's been 2 or 3 bad Maddens, okay? Let's all just accept that. But having to honor the legacy of John Madden, I assumed that the work that wasn't being done before would be done now. I felt that if there ever was going to be a proverbial wake-up call to the people who work on this game, now would be the time. And instead, as a community, we've watched this game release in horrible fashion. We've watched it receive very little support, which we'll talk on in a moment. We've seen the prioritization of things that do not matter to the game. And we've seen EA go out and allow this game to be used to be turned into a movie. So I want to talk about the community's response to this latest patch. And let's understand that patches are great for games, right? I come from a time where patches were not available, right? You went, you got a game, and that was it. If the game was broken, guess what? The game was going to be broken. Patches have allowed gaming companies, in a way, to either become lazy and release unfinished products with the capacity to finish them once they've hit the consumer's hands, or they've allowed them to improve the user experience once the game is released by giving them different game modes and different options, different experiences. And to be fair, EA has tried to do both, but managed to do it very poorly. The game modes we've seen come into Madden, like Superstar KO, are just not well received or played. That's what I want to focus on, not played. Because this is from an Operation Sports post that goes over user responses to this most recent patch, where one user does not see the big deal with the inability to play for more than 10 seasons. Now keep in mind, EA promises you when purchasing the game you'll be able to play up to 30. But there's been a bug in the game since release that has the game crashed after 10 years. And he doesn't see this complaint. He doesn't get it because so few players actually go through 10 seasons. Is this really even an issue? Because he believes less than 1% of players exclusively play franchise to go more than 10 years. And he only goes about 8 until he gets bored and restarts. So, this is annoying. But it's not a big issue like the doomsayers, that'd be channels like myself, say it is. I would respond to that where if the game wasn't so bad, right, then we wouldn't have these issues. Right, if the game was actually entertaining and fun to play, you would want to go more than 8 years. To that point, we're going to carry to another issue. And I mean, you almost have to laugh. Right, this is a user that isn't happy. Because there's an issue within Madden right now where the AI does not understand the cap structure. So, Justin Herbert is continually not re-signed by the Chargers. So, these issues work hand in hand. Number one, you're going to sit there and watch what many perceive as a franchise quarterback be let go. And then you're going to question why you can't go more than 8 years into a franchise before you want to start back over, judging by the landscape of other teams. So the solution is, you just go in and resign him. That's all you have to do. You edit his contract on week 18 and you keep him on the Chargers. Is this really where we are as a community? Are we literally not only making excuses, but fixing the game ourselves and then self-justifying why we have to fix this awful product? and say, yes, sporadically, you're going to have to go in and do this for every team. We also have the issue of the live playbooks. I feel like this has been an issue for years. And you have a gamer here saying, well, yeah, it's broken, right? But you can go in and fix it. And guess what? If you have the muscle memory, you can probably do it in less than 20 seconds. And beggars can't be choosers. So, would you rather have it in the game? Or would you rather not have the updates? Where do these options come from? Why is no one critical enough of this game that we get to this point? Why as a community are we holistically accepting of this tragic product? But, let's talk about what EA's been working on. Touchdown celebrations. Jalen Waddle's touchdown celebration. And they say, it's not the most authentic looking, right? It's not the best looking celebration. It's not the best Waddle, but it gets the job done. And this is going to mean so much to Dolphins fans. Because now, Jalen Waddle's Waddle is in the game. And don't worry, they're going to work on getting the uniforms realistic. But EA is happy to bring you the Waddle. Never mind that Justin Herbert's going to waddle out of the Chargers. Never mind that after 8 years in your franchise, you're going to have to waddle on back to the restart button and try again, as Clint most infamously told us about his game having a low user score. But to me, this is why the game's never going to get better. We have a community right now that seems accepting to just have a game. They're happy that a product is given to them. And in many cases, that's exactly what happens. It's given to them. They're given a game. Here is a game key. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for being a fan. This year's game is worthless, so we're going to provide it to you for free. And they sit there and they say, well, I got it for free, so I can't be overly critical. Yet just months ago, people paid over $100 to pre-order this poor excuse of a product, probably not aware that they'd be waiting until December patches to not even get it correct. And to correct some of the game's issues, you'll be going in yourself to manually fix the game so that you can have an experience that mirrors the NFL. Unless you're going to go play as or against the Dolphins, in which case, don't worry, Jalen Waddle is going to waddle if he scores a touchdown. This is our priority as a community. This is what we're emphasizing. What got us to this point? We're so far beyond X's and O's. We're so far beyond asking them to simply put in the game what's on the box that we're willing to sit there and say, well, it's okay, we can only play 8 years into a franchise or 10 years into a franchise before it crashes. Because we weren't going to do that anyway because the game is so bad. That right there tells you how bad the game is. Hopefully this isn't the game we end up with NCAA because it's an embarrassment. And hopefully at some point someone in the NFL wakes up and pulls this license out from EA Sports because they don't care about having it. They don't care about their game. They don't care about their customer. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching this video. You know when a game is this bad, there is no way possible I can't be back in a week with more commentary.